Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you subscribe and get all the notifications. If this is your first visit, I compare and contrast movies and TV shows to the books and video games that inspire them. Sometimes vice versa, mixed bag, all of it. If that is of interest to you, please subscribe and ring the notification bell to keep this channel alive and growing. This week's book to movie is a subscriber request for Spoodergun, and it is Requiem for a Dream. The dire warning against using drugs and looking for fast and easy solutions that really has an intense soundtrack and an ending that makes the unequivocal statement that when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. As much as I would love to list off said stupid prizes, it wouldn't do justice to such a shocking book and movie, both of which have really earned their place on the disturbing movies and books iceberg charts. Alright, what the book and the movie share are the characters, their hopes and dreams that are bigger than their willpower, the sequence of events that happens to each one as they delve into these shallow delusions of grandeur. They go for the fast and easy paths. Before they know it, they are trapped in their addictions and are past the point of achieving anything because their minds, their dignity, and their physical health have long been forfeited. Each individual tale is the same from book to movie, but different in gory detail and intensity, watered down for some, watered up for just one. Also, the way the book reads is the way you can imagine their every thought just whooshing through their minds in a disorganized cluster. And what I mean is the dialogue is not just piecemeal with proper punctuation and separation of paragraphs. It's like keeping up with a treadmill set to a pace that's not too fast, but just takes a little more effort than you have to keep up with. It's basically two or more people speaking within one run-on sentence. We'll start with Harry. His story starts the same as in the book and the movie. He's a loser and a drain on his mother. He keeps pawning her TV, and she has gone back to get it so many times that she's on a first-name basis with the shopkeep. And when he and Marion get that uncut smack, they have big dreams to make a mint off of it and open up a coffee shop and do some traveling. Trouble is, he can't stop using it. And where his story is watered down is, first off, he's disgusting. Not just while he's high as a kite and his arm is rotting. No, he digs for rose gold pretty regularly. He's gross. Now back to his downfall. When that gangrene takes hold in his injection arm, it's not just a spreading black spot in the pit of his elbow. It is red all over, green and black at the pit of the elbow. It is swollen and pustulating at the injection site and has to be amputated at the shoulder. At his side, during all his hunts for more uncut H to sell and shoot up, is Tyrone. Together they troll the shitty underbelly of the city, condemned buildings, crowded back alleys, crawling with homeless junkies, some of them dead, places even the cops have forsaken. And when this corner of the world dries up for them, Harry and Tyrone decide to go on a road trip to Miami to find some fresh hunting ground. And to try to avoid law enforcement, they take the scenic route through all these backwaters, one of which is where they stop when Harry's arm infection becomes unbearable. In the book, it is in this backwater that they are arrested, and it's a backwater that is south of the Mason-Dixon and more or less in clan country. So while Harry is getting his rotting arm lopped off, Tyrone is going through withdrawals while in jail on a chain gang and struggling to keep himself together under the watch of these backwater racist prison guards who hate New Yorkers, especially drug-addicted ones, and just itching for a reason to beat the snot out of him. This part of the book is just watered down in the movie by just these prison guards spit out a few racial slurs. But Tyrone's withdrawal misery is not watered down. Now let's get to Sarah, who dreams of regaining her youth and beauty just long enough to be on her favorite game show. It starts on this restrictive diet that only makes sense for someone who's about to undergo gastric bypass. And the movie does well to illustrate what is going on with her, from the quick yet loud mouth and throat sounds as this micro diet disappears, without her having adjusted her eating mindset. And then as the addiction to diet pills and the appetite suppressants takes root, there's these delusions of the fridge jumping at her. And then there's this delusion of her thin, beautiful dream self slipping away as her mind slips away because she's hooked on these amphetamines and not eating. So what is only in the book regarding Sarah is her constantly calling the TV station after she sends in her application because she's so obsessed with her 15 minutes of fame that she becomes a laughing stock to the people who take her calls. And then when things go from bad to rock bottom and she's sent to the state mental hospital, she is still flying high on these amphetamines, but also tranquilized on Thorazine and electroshock that, try as she might to cooperate with her nurses and eat, her muscles won't respond. So she's like a rag doll, but her mind is present. She can feel her mouth tearing as the nurses forcefully shovel food into it, but she can't make her throat swallow it. She can hear these state mental hospital jackasses insult her and taunt her in her broken condition. And she knows when she needs the bathroom, but her body won't get up. She messes herself like a baby and is left in that soiled and festering condition for days on end. Her friends visiting her and are heartbroken by her condition is both in the book and the movie. Now last but definitely not least, Marion. In the book is equally as disgusting as Harry since she has no qualms about peeing on sidewalks. And just like in the movie, resorts to selling herself and her dignity for her fixes, allowing her shrink to take advantage of her. And her grand finale is watered up from book to movie. If you've seen the movie, you don't need me to tell you what those filthy perverts made her do. In the book, it is left to our imaginations. The book just says that she had to perform with a few other women and leaves it right there. The gory details of her final performance were complete dramatic license. And the movie and the book end on the same note. 4 lives ruined, equally but differently. Lost dignity all around, nobody's dreams came true, and none of it was worth it. And that is all for Requiem for a Dream. Now, before I say my goodbyes, I have a little favor to ask. I'm entered in the Fab Over 40 competition for a 2-page spread in New Beauty magazine, and $40,000 that will go to some much-needed home improvements, which will, by proxy, keep this channel going. The link to vote for me for free or make a donation to the Komen Foundation for additional votes is in the description. October is Pink Ribbon Month, and with an attitude of gratitude, I humbly ask for your vote. And thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment and smash the like button. And I'll see you back next week for Alias Grace.